Yo, what's up, guys? Today we got a trade recap for you. So, as you can see by the title, I got a W this trade, and I'm about to be going over what I saw to take this trade and basically what I was thinking about in the trade. So, you guys can replicate this on your own. But yeah, got no shirt on today, bro. Stop playing. But yeah, I don't have a pump yet, so because I didn't go to the gym yet, but still, we feeling good because we got the dub today. So yeah. Anyways, let me get into the fucking trade. So, as you can see here, my chart might look a bit different because I added a few things to make it more aesthetic and shit. But essentially, this box over here depicts the Asian range. So this is very important, especially for this trade in particular, because um, what we looked for is a sweep of the Asian range because we had a bullish bias. So we looked for it to take out the low of Asian range, and then we could position ourselves around 930 today. So as you can see, this is a bit of a different pair that I'm trading. It's Japanese yen futures, so it's like UST JPY if you're trading forex, but it's essentially the same thing that I always do on Nasdaq. So obviously Nasdaq didn't play out nicely today, so I didn't find a trade setup. So I was looking at some other things, and I'm starting to try to expand my watch list a bit more. But yeah, so that's just it's the same concepts and the same application as normal or on Nasdaq or anything else. So yeah, just clearing that out. So yeah, so what we see is a sweep of liquidity of the Asian session low over here, and we wait like price waits until the New York Open to expand above this high and use it as a breaker. It also leaves a nice fair value gap over here that we enter in. So it's basically as like I think ICT calls it the unicorn model, I guess, but this on a bit of a higher time frame. So yeah, breaker block and fair value gap. We put our stops. Like our stops should be here, but I like accurately what I put it was over here to get a better. It wasn't even a better risk reward. It's because of the contracts I was using. Like if I put it over here, it would be a bit of like weirder, but either like too much risk on the table or too little. So yeah, that's just a little micro adjustment I made here. But regardless, this is a huge fair value gap. If we ran all the way to this low over here, it's basically invalidated my trade. So yeah, but as you can see, we wait for the 9:30 open bell. So this candle opens at 9:30 over here. I was also looking at the 15-minute time frame, of course. But yeah, so right after the 9:30, we enter into this larger fair value gap on the 15 and the 30-minute, and I take a trade off of that. So um, I'm gonna give you the idea of why I was bullish going into the day, obviously. But first, I'll talk about like what I was thinking going to the trade and why I took it out where I took it out. So we obviously have a nice move expanding up here, and we leave a fair value gap as like a breakaway gap. We might obviously in another day we might retest this, and this fair value gap might hold, it might not. It might like flip as PD array on a bearish side, right? Like you don't know what'll happen, but we do know that today we left it as a breakaway gap. So yeah, we were targeting previous day's high initially. So that's this. I have this indicator marked out so it shows me previous day high, previous week high, previous day low, previous week low over there. But yeah, that was the final terminus, and you could see it on the daily time frame. It was this high over here. Um, but yeah, so that was like the final target that I would like to hit. But as you can see, we didn't take it. We didn't end up taking that high out. My next target where I would take partials was this high over here. It's a major high, even on the 1 hour, maybe even the 4 hour. Yeah, it's a high as well. But mostly, yeah, basically just a high time frame high, and we don't end up hitting that as well. But this is the importance of actually the knowledge of ICT concepts and the knowledge of the market in general. So as you can see here, we're around lunchtime hour, and if we didn't reach our targets by lunchtime hour, like of course if we're close, we still like have the opportunity to continue going. But you basically want to be out or at least definitely move your stops to break even at least if you're in a position at around midday, so like about 12, 12:15, 12:30. And then a few other traders talk about it, like notably Jade Cap, if you watch his videos, he talks about that as well. That a lot of times the high gets printed around that time if we're obviously bullish, and the low if we're bearish. So around that time, I didn't take out the position fully, right? As you can see, this is the 12 open right here, would have been over here, and we continue up a bit more. But I am wary. Okay, So now that we're around this high over here, we made a good amount of profit. I don't want to lose all my profit, and basically that's why I have this fair value gap marked out over here, because as we made this gap right on the 30 minute, I was looking, okay, we were allowed, obviously I allow price to retest this fair value gap, but I put my stop, I like, just imagine this, obviously while I'm in the trade, I put my stop over here, so it can't invalidate this fair value gap. Okay, and if it does, it was like 1.58 risk to reward, I think. Wait, shit, my bad. Yeah, let me put that down. Oh, whatever, 1.7. It was like 1.6 or something like that when I was doing it on the chart. But yeah, so we still get a lot of profits, and the worst case scenario is still like a nice W. But so that basically happened over there, and then we retest this for, not retest. Sorry, bro. Why am I talking like this? Like I can't get my words out properly. But we test this fair value gap and we reject off of it. This candle, if you could picture the wick, obviously we were green. We're going like up over here, and then I moved my stop to the bottom of this candle. So basically, just aggressively trailing my stop is what I'm trying to get at. And that was about where I exited, because after that we reached all the way up here and we decided to retest this fair value gap, and now we invalidate the fair value gap. We close below consequent encroachment and stuff. Well, the bodies are still respecting the full fair value gap, but you get what I mean. Now we're already at 4. So as you can see, after this 12 a.m. thing, 12 p.m., there's not much that happens sometimes, especially in these pairs. Like sometimes the Nasdaq keeps on moving, but yeah, I would have been out at a slightly worse position here. So it was actually smart of me to trail my stop aggressively in this situation based on time. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys, is basically the time based moving of the stop and time based take profits. But yeah, so we didn't quite get any of the targets, but we still made a nice amount of money and a good risk to reward on this trade. So that's basically all I have for this video. If you guys have any suggestions for my next videos or anything else, or like something you guys want me to talk about, you guys can comment down below. I also have my Instagram down below as well. If you guys want to support me on there, I might start posting more trading stuff on there. But if you just want to message me personally on there, that's fine as well. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace, boys.